Wow, a very good morning. It's a bright Monday, Nairobi, after very cold weather last week. And of course, at Sporty Monday, we are all bright and ready to bring you the most detailed sports analysis. My name is Isaac Swila, and of course, I'm joined in studio by none other than Fred Arocho. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. We are Shabana and we are champions.
You're not KCB?
We are Shabana and we are champions.
Okay. Steve, karibu sana.
Asante. Ujumbe tu Arocho, akae na wananchi.
Akae na wananchi.
Arocho
upande raia.
Arocho kana raia. Unajua Arocho has this tendency ya kusema kwamba ati when he's traveling to some area and people have been booked in one area, anajifanya ati upgrade mine. Nitawaambia ni kwa nini. Kana wananchi.
How are you, Swila?
I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm very okay.
Yes.
Yes. Ndio wananifurahisha. Hiyo kukana wananchi, even me, I'm still waiting to know what is going on between the two.
Na kukaa pande.
Yes, na kukaa pande gani?
Kama kuna saizi ni pande la raia.
Yes, kama kuna pande mzuri pia mimi itabidi nimekuja kukaa na wananchi.
Kana wananchi Arocho.
Okay. Let's then take it away. That Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania are making a joint bid dubbed Pamoja AFCON bid with the aim of hosting the 2027 African Cup of Nations finals is not news. Equally, ladies and gentlemen, it should not get us excited. That does not mean that we are prophets of doom. Far from it, history is replete with the golden opportunities our beloved country Kenya has squandered in the past as far as hosting such competitions is concerned. For instance, 27 years ago, that is in 1996, Kenya got the chance to host Africa's premier football competition, but was stripped of the rights after failing to get its facilities ready for the showpiece. This was to be replicated in 2018 when Kenya yet again lost the rights to host the second-tier continental football competition CHAN due to lack of stadium readiness. It should not be lost to observers that our neighbors Rwanda, a country whose GDP is 10 times smaller than Kenya, hosted CHAN as Kenya failed the simple scrutiny. Fast forward to 2023, the Kenyan government is dreaming yet again, even as our stadia remain monuments of shame. The Nyayo National Stadium, which was closed for renovation for over 3 years, lacked the basic requirements, proper drainage and lighting. And as if that is not enough, the Moi International Sports Center Kasarani, our supposed sports cathedral, fails the most basic of tests, lack of spectator seats. Guided by these facts, we would like to remind the government, His Excellency President William Ruto and Sports Cabinet Secretary Ababu Namwamba, that the AFCON dream can only be realized through action, not lip service, not PR gimmicks, failure to which the dream would come to naught. From Wote Stadium in Makueni to the Kamareny Stadium in the Rift Valley and to the Jomo Kenyatta International Sports Stadium in Kisumu, our facilities are crying for attention, if not the Midas touch. While the joint bid is welcome, we would like to remind the powers that be that hosting an AFCON requires massive investment and financial undertaking, and to make this a reality, heads must roll, and auditing of the finances pumped into these facilities and renovations should be the first step. Your Excellency, the time to act is now. Sporty Monday begins. My name is Isaac Swila Tijan. Gentlemen, that's the biggest talking point of today, the state of stadia in our country. But first things, I'm told George Aoko, our reporter in Mombasa, is on standby. Let's link up with him. George, habari asubuhi, kama unanipata uko maeneo yepi na ni kitu gani kinajiri eneo hilo? George?
Na kupata kwa njia iliyo safi kabisa. Hapa sasa niko katika lango la Mombasa Municipal Stadium iliyofanyika hapo awali. Sasa tunasema ni Mombasa Stadium, ambayo hadi kufikia sasa ukweli ni kwamba hali yake bado si ya kuridhisha vile. Nakumbuka kwamba ujenzi wake ulianza takriban miaka 10 tangu uwanja hujatumika, hadi kufikia sasa hakuna kinachoendelea. Nakumbuka kwamba juma lililopita kulikuwa ile kamati ya Seneti kuhusu masuala ya fedha, walizuru uwanja huu na kuonyesha kutoridhishwa na jinsi hali ya uwanja huu ilivyo. Gavana wa kaunti Mombasa alikuwa hapa akasema kwamba kinachohitajika ni kwamba kwa sasa wanahitaji zaidi ya takriban shilingi bilioni 1.3 ili kuweza kukamilisha uwanja huu, licha ya kuwa hapo awali mwanakandarasi inasemekana kwamba ameweza kutumia zaidi ya shilingi milioni 500. Hapa nipo na baadhi ya wapenzi wa soka, magwiji wa soka. Ningependa tu watuelezee pengine hisia zao ni zipi kuhusu uwanja huu wa Mombasa Municipal Stadium, kwa sababu unaitwa Mombasa Stadium. Karibu sana, nazungumza na Citizen TV. Anza tu kwa kujitambulisha, wewe ni nani, na tueleze hali ya uwanja huu hadi kufikia sasa unauona vipi?
Kwa majina mimi ni Khamis Bagazal, former FIFA referee, ama coach wa vijana hapa Mombasa. Wallahi ni masikitiko makubwa kuwa leo mji wa pili mkuu nchini hakuna stadium kwa miaka 10. Mimi kama kereketo wa mpira nasema tumerudi nyuma, ambapo wakati watu wengine wanasonga mbele, sisi Mombasa tumerudi nyuma. Na kilio hichi chetu sisi chaenda kwa viongozi wetu tuliowachagua sisi wenyewe, wao ndio wametuangusha kwa kutofikiria hali ya hii stadium. Kwa hakika hii stadium imepita mengi ambayo ukiyakumbuka waweza kuona kama sijui ulie ama ufanye vipi, sababu hapa kuchezwa na wachezaji kutoka North County kutoka Uingereza, Norwich City, Bayer 4, kuna timu kutoka Swiss ilikuja na yule Kasim Manara. Just imagine hizo zote Mfulira Wanderers wakati Eastern Central ya hali ya juu mpira tuliyoiona hapa tukiwa wadogo ya kusikitisha. Hata wao nafikiri akiambiwa ile Mombasa Stadium iko hivi, wao wenyewe watasikitika sana. Kwa hakika bana, wanahusika wafanye juu chini, wahakikishe uwanja umemalizwa haraka iwezekanavyo mwaka huu, ili tusikose mechi za kimataifa kama vile ada yetu ya miaka yote, kwa sababu watu wengi Mombasa wanapenda mpira tena sana sana. Lakini tatizo viongozi wetu wametubwaga, na tutazungumza hivyo kwa sababu si kwa tutazungumza kwa makosa, na tutazungumza kwamba ndio ukweli wa mambo.
Na jinsi tulivyoweza tu kusema, tunajua kwamba kaunti ya Mombasa kwa sasa tunajua uwanja ni mmoja tu wa serikali ambao ndio huu hapa, na hadi kufikia sasa haujatengenezwa. Je, inatuweka wapi ama inaweka wapi kaunti ya Mombasa katika masuala ya michezo?
Kwa masikitiko sisi tuko zero, hatuko popote katika nyanja ya soka, kwa sababu uwanja ndio kila kitu. Hata ukiangalia FIFA anakuambia law ya kwanza tu field of play. Sasa wewe huna field of play, utakwenda chezea wapi? Hata ile boli lenyewe limewekwa namba 2. Kwa hivyo field of play ndio law number 1 katika 17 laws ya FIFA. Sasa unakuta kwamba hawa jamaa sisemi kwamba ati hawajui, wanajua, lakini ni kama madharau. Mimi nasema ni madharau, na sisi kama watu wa mpira, kama kesho mbinguni tutasimamishwa na Mungu tuwadai ya jamaa, mimi wa kwanza nitaongoza vijana na wapereketo wa mpira, mimi kuambia Mwenyezi Mungu sisi hatujakubali na hawa kwanza fanya kesi na wao, na sisi ndio ingie mbinguni, kwa sababu hiyo miaka 10 ameturudisha hapa. Imagine mimi namuona Pele hapa alipokuja leo, hebu niambie pale Pele amfika paka hapa leo uwanja hata hujali, yani hawajali. Ni kwa sababu wao hawamo katika michezo, ndio maana viongozi wetu kutufanyia sisi hivi. Lakini ingekuwa wao kwenye michezo wangesingetufanyia hivi. Na mimi nasema hivyo kwa sababu sijali lolote, I've nothing to lose. Nisha retire, I'm 62, acha mimi nipumzike. Nishapiga FIFA, nishatoka. Nimeproduce several players international wacheza timu ya taifa. Hakuna siri, kila mmoja anafahamu. So mimi sipozungumza mimi, hakuna mwingine atazungumza. Viongozi waliojiweka kwenye uongozi wa vyama hawezi kuzungumza kwa sababu wanaogopa maslahi yao. That's why ukaona hawezi kuzungumza chochote. Sasa vijana maskini wanateseka, makoches wanateseka, fans wanateseka, kwa sababu wao ndio waweke pressure saa zote kwa government, county government. Ikiwa kina Meru na kina Embu na wapi wako na stadium, ati Mombasa hatuna stadium. Hii si kitu ya kuchekesha hii. Hata wewe unamwambia mtu mgeni wako amekuja na mtu apenda mpira, utampeleka wapi? Labda utampeleka beach tu. Akwambia mimi mambo ya beach ya nini? Mimi nataka kuona mpira, hakuna. Na Mombasa sijui tumerogwa, sijui tutakwenda bandari kabisa. kimlegeza mtu bandara kwambia wacha nikae mtaani.
Asante sana George, kama unanipata George, asante sana. Huyo ni mwanahabari wetu George Aoko akijiunga nasi moja kwa moja kutoka mjini Mombasa, akiwa nje ya uwanja wa Manispaa mjini Mombasa. Now part 2 of the studio, Zita, if you can hear me, take it away. What does the picture look like?
Thank you so much, Sila. I'm here to explain to everyone in layman language so that we know what is happening and where are we now for the AFCON, if you want to host the AFCON in 2027. So I'll take you through it. I think I'll take you through it slowly. Let me see if this one is working. Okay, sorry. Hosting AFCON 2027 at a glance, Kenya bidding to host the champions alongside Uganda and Tanzania. Algeria, Botswana, Egypt are other countries bidding to host the competition. So we are not alone in this. If Egypt were the host for the 2008 AFCON finals, Algeria hosted the 1990 edition. Kenya won the rights to host AFCON in 1996 and CHAN in 2018, but was stripped of the rights. I will explain to you the reasons why we were stripped off, because it's part of what we are preparing to, so that we can host the 2027 AFCON. Regional rival, that is East African, the rival that we have that have done these are Sudan, staged the first edition of the tournament in 1957 and later in 1970. Ethiopia were host in 1962, 1968 and 1976. So CAF to name the winning bid in September, along with the new venue for 2025 tournament. I know Guinea was stripped of the rights to host the 2025 events last October, but I know the country that has the upper hand now is Ivory Coast, if I'm not wrong. Sorry. So what is needed to host the AFCON? So here is where we go into deep on what we are supposed to do so that we can host the AFCON in 2027. Financial commitment from the government to host country or countries. So there should be a commitment from the government, that is 8 stadiums that meet CAF requirements. If not ready, must be completed in time. Do we have the eight stadiums? I will be taking you through so that you can have, as you at home who is watching this, you can even have the judgment on what is going on. 16 training grounds that meet CAF requirement. In 16 training grounds, we can have a upper hand there. If you see Utali grounds can be part of it, and then M-Pesa Foundation. I know Sila and Shitera and who Arocho will be telling us more about that. Hospitality, top-notch hotels, good transport plans and security arrangements. I think here is where we have a green light, because we are good in hospitality. Transport plan, we can do that, and security, we can arrange that. This is the only place where we have a green light. So let us go through the stadiums that we have and see if we have the green light or red light on what you have. We'll start with Moi International Sports Center, Kasarani. Seating capacity is 60,000 people. Year of construction 1987. Playing surface is natural grass. What needs to be fixed so that the Moi Sports Kasarani can fit the CAF requirements, the CAF standards? Improve lavatories, changing rooms, improve drainage, improve lighting system, fit spectator seats. Are we doing something on this? Because we have to change this so that the Kasarani can be fit for us to host AFCON. And now there's nothing that is being done, so we're being given a red card because I think, I don't know, I think I'll ask Akina Rojo if we are working on this or we are still on the red card. And then let's go next. There will be Nyayo National Stadium. Seating capacity, it's 30,000. I think this is the old stadium. Year of construction, it was constructed in 1983. Playing surface is natural grass. And let's see if we have a green light or a red card so that it can pass the CAF standards. Proper lighting, we need to fix that. Proper drainage system, we need to fix that. More lavatories, standard media operation center, we need to do that. And lack of canopy, we need to fix that. Have we passed the standard? No, we've not passed, so we've been given the red card. And the next one, let's go to the Uganda, because as you know, we are 3 countries that are bidding for this. Mandela National Stadium, that is Nambole Stadium. Seating capacity is 45 people. Year of construction is 1997. Playing surface in natural ground. Built with grant of $36 million from China. That will be 5 billion Kenyan shillings. Is it that is past the standard, or what need to be fixed? Sorry, what need to be fixed is fit the spectator seats, fix the lighting, have standard media operation center. Let's see if it has a red card or a green card. Again, that is the 3rd stadium that we have, and it has a red card, which means it doesn't fit the CAF standards. Let's go to the last one, that is the National Stadium in Tanzania. Seating capacity 60,000 people. Year of construction 2007. Playing surface in natural ground, built by Beijing Construction Engineering Group at a cost of, that is $56 million. In Kenyan shillings will be 7.8 billion. Let's see if it fits for the CAF standards. It has canopy, fitted with seats, standard changing room, good lighting. That is a good, like it's a green light. Yes, something that is need to be fixed is just small things up and apale. So does it have, that is, it passes the CAF standards. So that is what we have today. So as I just want us people on Twitter, they can tell us on what is happening. That is, do we have what it takes to host the AFCON in 2027? And you can share ideas on Citizen TV Kenya on Twitter, hashtag It's Sporty Monday. Let us see what you at home have to say about this. Thank you so much. Swila, back to you, please.
Thank you, Zita, breaking it down there in a way no one else can. Yeah, we'll be sampling some of your feedback. Talk to us at Twitter, at Citizen TV Kenya, at Isaac Swila, hashtag Daybreak, or you can text your feedback to 22422. 22422, you can text us your feedback. We'll be sampling some of them during and at the tail end of this program. Arocho, Zita has really broken it down there. Your talk, your views regarding this Pamoja bid, is it a reality or just a farce?
Well, unfortunately, I think this bid might not see the day of light. Why am I saying so? FIFA gave guidelines, and they have a timetable. They have a schedule. From the 1st of June to the 15th of July, that is in 5 days' time, the inspections are on. The FIFA, the CAF inspectors will come to inspect exactly what Zita was explaining on the screen, to make sure that each and every component of success is ready. Look at, for example, the lightning at Kasarani, for example. I don't think we'll in the next 5 days we'll be able to capture that. One thing that has been done at Kasarani, I think the seats, they have been placed. Initially, we didn't have seats placed all over, but the government, I think we need to give them kudos. Something was done and seats are already there.
Are they marked? Are they numbered?
Yes,
yes.
I was there.
I'm going to buy this ticket and walk through this gate and have this seat.
I was there. I was there. They are marked. They're getting ready. But I'm not saying that the stadium is ready. I'm seeing Kenya and Uganda as the weakest link. Tanzania is ready. And another thing, looking at our bid, Eldoret is a host town.
Is a host town, and Arocho, we are talking about 8 stadia here. So far, only one meets the CAF requirements, which is the National Stadium in Dar. Kenya needs at least 2, Uganda needs at least 2, 3, Tanzania needs to have some 2 to reach that number of 8. We still have time, but do you think there's sufficient goodwill from these governments to make this happen?
What CAF might do to us, they might give us a leeway in this sense. CAF might, for example, if the best that this bid can go is them to say that, okay, they've given us the green light, because Egypt and the rest have already hosted. Initially, this was an idea that was mooted by CAF president, that East Africa should be given opportunity to host, because we've never hosted. But the way things are going, I'm not seeing us hosting this tournament. Other than Tanzania, the only stadium that is ready, I was talking about Eldoret. Kipchoge Keino is still, there's nothing that has been done there. So basically, if in any case we are going by our bid, then the 2 stadiums, yes, Kasarani can be ready in time. What about Kipchoge Keino? It will be started from scratch, and I'm not seeing us doing that. Over and above that, do we have the goodwill? I don't think.
Do you have the goodwill, Shitera?
I think that is a very long shot, because since the idea was mooted, as he said, the energy that we saw from the CS Sports, Babu Namwamba, has been going down. I thought he will go with the same energy up to the end, but unfortunately, as we can see, things are not going as expected. You see, the situation at that Mombasa Municipal Stadium is a very sad story for the state of sports in Kenya. We see individual efforts that athletes are doing, but what is the contribution of the government? We have put ourselves in situation, I would use a Swahili term, kujianika. In this situation, tumejianika, because those pictures that were prepared there, the graphics that have been prepared there, I think is the real picture that the Kenyan will internalize and see what we are talking about. We've been talking about stadia day in, day out here, but that picture there now sinks that, yes, we have the best stadium in Kenya in the name of Kasarani, but it does not meet FIFA standards. Why? One, even as Arocho says that the government has put seats up, but these seats are not numbered. I can clearly tell you that. I was with Arocho when we were watching Ulinzi play KCB. Arocho sitting on his stool. The seats are not numbered. That
you opted for his stool rather than the seat.
I remember the picture.
If the seats were comfortable, then he would have opted for the seats. That's number one. Number two, the floodlights at Kasarani. If we were serious, we would be having technicians at Kasarani fixing the lighting system. That is not happening, Arocho. Yeah? And I heard the CS clearly say that we only need to mark the seats at Kasarani so that when I give you your ticket, the ticket will guide you where to sit. That is not happening. How many months down the line since he made that statement? Those are like 2 months down the line. Nothing is happening. I think the seriousness to bidding for 2027 AFCON is not in us. We can place the money, yes, to show that we are bidding for this. CAF will say, yes, we have given you the bid. It happened in 2018. We were given the bid, but what let us down? The stadia. We did not have any that met those standards. And I repeat on this show that we might be given the benefit of doubt. Okay, let us give you the green light and see what we will do. It will be stripped off. Remember Cameroon in 2019 bid for the to host the 2019 AFCON. They did not fail because they were not well prepared, but their stadia were not up in good time. So the bid went to Egypt. So if Cameroon failed to host 2019 AFCON because of stadia.
Oh,
Do you think Kenya is in that league?
To sum it up, Zita,
yes.
and also tie it down with the fact that Guinea-Bissau, one of the tiniest countries in Africa,
Even Gabon.
very small economy, have hosted this. What do you make of this? Maybe in a minute?
I think Guinea, it's what comes with the government. What are you doing for the sports in your country? I think that is what is giving it upper hand. For us here, I think you see, Nyayo Stadium was opened recently, reopened recently. It was under construction or something, and now it does not even meet the standard of CAF, because someone who went to inspect told people that it is ready for everything, but now it is not ready. So for me, when I see the timeline whereby it is 2025, whereby they're going to give the heads on to the country that's going to host these, we have 1 year. Are we going to do all this in this 1 year? We can't do all this in 1 year. So for me, if the government is not serious, it's going to happen the way it happened in 2018. So we're not going to host this.
And still remaining with football, one legend, Anthony Muki Kimani, has hung his boots from the beautiful game of football after dazzling KPL for around 15 years. And like a good dancer knows when to exit the stage, Kimani has done exactly that. Our very own Zita Jimoi caught up with him this past week and filed the following report. Take a look.
When the name Anthony Muki Kimani is mentioned, what quickly comes to mind is a dynamic box-to-box midfielder who gave so much to the beautiful game. For 16 years, he not only prowled the Kenyan Premier League like a colossus, entertaining the adoring fans, but also saw it all. The bitter painful, the story that are the hallmark of Kenyan football.
Jani yangu ilianzia hapa, Kawangware, under 14. From here, nilikuwa nacheza after nishaingia Seko, Nairobi Milimani. Nilikuwa nacheza hizo school games, but after complete high school, timu ya kwanza yenye nilicheza ilikuwa ni Kenyatta FC. Nikacheza season 2 hapo, nikarudi mtaa, nikaingia Santos, ilikuwa inaitwa OLH Foundation.
His decorated career also saw him call up to the national football team, Harambee Stars. And after the long service, he's decided that it is time to exit the scene, hang his boots and head into coaching.
Hapo ndo nimekuja kumalizia career yangu. Na hiyo ndo ilikuwa dream yangu ya kurudi home nimalizie career home.
From City Stars to Sofapaka, to Bandari, and back to City Stars, he has given his all to the game that he loves and will be remembered for his knack of goals and ability to offer defensive shield whenever needed. Duties he took with grace, fit seamlessly in coaches' tactical plans.
Ni mtu amekuwa na discipline kutoka akiwa mdogo. Ni mtu tulikuwa tunajua ataenda mbali, na pia tunashukuru ball pia imemsaidia kimaisha. Sio sema ball inapatia watu discipline. Unajua inapatia watu commitment. Inakuonesha tu maisha. Pia inasaidia pia mambo ya shule na vitu kama hizo. So tunastuka pia si kuona ameretire, na tunajua Cristiano Ronaldo bado anacheza.
However, unbeknownst to many, Kimani's soccer journey began 15 years ago when he signed his first professional contract with City Stars in 2008 and Major Leap Dagoretti Santos, where he honored his skills. His technical ability, intelligent playmaking, and impeccable ball control made him mainstay for whichever club he signed for at the coast city of Mombasa.
It was a privilege kucheza timu imepanda league, na kalibu wachezaji walikuwa hapo, ilikuwa na so many big names unapata. So mimi kuweza kusettle hapo ilikuwa a bit hard, but through other players, senior players, walini guide na nikamanage kusettle. Experienced players na when upcoming player una gain a lot kwa sababu you learn from them. Ndio nipate chance ya kuandikwa kazi na KPA, kulikuwa hizo nini opportunities zilikuja mbili, so I had to choose one. Ilikuwa either niende Gor ama nichague kazi. But after consult na a few people, now wakanipea their ideas, I chose to get an opportunity to work, naona kusecure nini yangu after future yangu after career football.
He had a huge success helping the club clinch the FKF title twice in 2015 and 2019 and Super Cup in 2016. However, 2010 remains a low in his career. He suffered a serious knee injury that required extensive rehabilitation, but his determination and resilience allowed him to overcome the setback and made a remarkable comeback. His return to the pitch not only inspired his teammate, but also served as an inspiration to the upcoming footballers.
Opportunities hazikujagi mara mbili. So whenever you get one, just know how to go about it. And ukisecure the better, kwa sababu at the end of the day tunataka kwenda Europe, lakini si kila mtu anaenda hiyo Europe. Na tena pia whatever unaenda kufanya Europe, you can still do it here and make a living, ama a living.
As he bows out of the pitch, his eyes are firmly trained on coaching, where he will be aiming to shape the next generation of stars.
Ni kijana namjua kwa discipline ilikuwa ya hali ya juu, that's why ulikuta yeye alitoka City Stars akaenda Bandari akiwa World Hope. Alafu baadaye akatoka Bandari akarudi City Stars, nyumbani ni nyumbani.
Bado atakuwa tu kwa ball na believe, atakuwa ati ameretire ameenda pande nyingine. Atakuwa tu kwa ball, so tunamwish tu all the best.
His rise from humble beginning to the pinnacle of Kenya Premier League, a testament that with hard work and determination, the barriers can be broken. He particularly takes pride in 43 goals he scored for club and country. As the curtain falls on the career of Anthony Muki Kimani, he leaves the stage as a model footballer. Zita Jumoi, Citizen TV.
Thank you, Zita. And to our question of the day, we're asking you your thoughts on the Pamoja bid. Send your text to 22422. 22422. You can also tweet us at Citizen TV Kenya, #Daybreak at Isaac Swila. We'll be sampling some of them, of course, in the course of this conversation. Arocho, probably Anthony Muki Kimani, a player you know so well. Yes. What do you make of his retirement?
Well, I think he served the game, a good servant of the game, and a very disciplined player. For you to play that long, you must have that kind of discipline to make sure that you excel. He's a very lucky lad, being that he got some job. He's now currently working with KPA, and that is a good thing. It's long. It takes time and a lot of commitment for someone to earn. These days, to earn some job through soccer. He's done his part, and I believe that as he moves to the coaching department, he'll also give a lot of service there. Kudos, and once again, congratulations for the 15 or so years in service.
Done, yeah. Because of time, Shitera probably will sum it up in a minute or two. Anthony Kimani, actually, his best stint was at Sofapaka at his prime, and now he's heading to the dugout to coach probably the next midfielders. Probably, what kind of support system does he need to succeed?
I think the best thing that should also be entrenched in our soccer life in Kenya is the transition. I'm happy FKF is doing it. I saw it the other day, taking coaches through some training. And this is where Muki needs to start, that after retirement, there is a procedure that you can follow if you desire to enter into coaching. Let FKF have those structures so that such a player who is committed and desiring to continue with football at a different level, then I can be absorbed. But again, what caught my eye, again, a very sad situation, is Anthony Kimani is leaving the pitch that birthed him the same way he found it. Those are the pictures, and it is the reality. Sometimes I wonder when government officials and politicians point a finger at the media, that it's the media who is pushing this agenda. That ground is the same way Anthony Kimani found it, and he is living it the same way.
16 years later.
16 years later. It's a challenge, the government. There's no media house that has painted that ground the way it is.
Still staying on football, let's go over to Gusii, and of course, Shabana FC, or Tore Bobe, if you so wish, had a spectacular season, and they wrapped it up at the weekend, winning the National Super League title after beating Kisumu All Stars at home. Take a look. So, Zita, let me begin with you. Shabana have crowned it all, winning the title. Of course, they earned promotion 3 weeks back, and the weekend outing was just, what I would say, an icing on the cake, so to speak. But now the hard work begins. They're coming into the KPL. What must they do to make them compete?
As I always say here, I don't want Shabana FC to come to Vihiga United situation. For them, I can see there's Twiga here was saying about they have sponsorship. For me, it's now the journey has begun, and you need to go out. From them coming to the KPL and playing against it's going to be a beautiful game, playing against FC Leopards, playing against Gor Mahia, playing against Kakamega Homeboys because of the fans and everything. So it's a plus for KPL because of the KPL are trying to put a drive of fans to go to come back to the stadium. So for me, that's a plus. But they need to go back and replan on how they're going to be doing their things on being financial stable. That is where I always cry for them. They have to see and to sit down and see where they can get the financial support from. As much as they're waiting for their fans to come, when they're coming to the stadium to bring that 200 shillings and 300 shillings, it's not going to be enough to sustain them in the KPL.
Shitera, we discussed this last week, but maybe you can revisit it. Being in the KPL, they require the finances to run through, and of course, now CAF club licensing rules, having a women's side, a youthful side. This is quite a huge undertaking financially. Do you think Shabana will be able to navigate, or we could see them struggle?
I think the kind of support that you are seeing behind Shabana, I don't see them struggling, because look at the multitude that is behind Shabana. These were the people in the stadium. I think Crispin did not show us, or these are the people outside.
Yes.
You see, they are coming into the Premier League with a lot of energy. A challenge to Gor Mahia, whose numbers have been dwindling in the stadium. Probably an equal to FC Leopards, who have done spectacularly this season. So this is a beauty to the Premier League. We welcome Shabana to the Premier League to try and ignite the fire that was going down. And to me, I don't see them sliding back. Actually, let FKF and all the organizers of the Premier League now pick it from these pictures. The most unfortunate picture again that I have to point out is that pitch.
That pitch, yeah, the playing surface.
Yes, the playing surface. And I want to call upon the Ministry of Sports. Even as governors try and help the beautiful game of football, let us have standards of how a pitch should look like. And I think this guidance can only come from the Ministry of Sports. Let no governor, any governor, pick up a project and say that I want to renovate a certain stadium. Let's have standards, because this stadium, it was renovated by the former governor, Ongwae, but look at it.
Cost of millions.
What were the standards set? This is a stadium that if money will be quoted, you will be shocked to even appreciate that this stadium was renovated and closed down for over 2 years to renovate. Let us have guidelines. Let us have standards directed by the Ministry of Sports on how stadia will be put up, even by the county governments.
A big weekend, basically, and that match was live, of course, on Egesa FM, one of the 13 radio stations owned by RMS. Arocho, how do you tap onto that crowd? It is a gold mine, but how do you make that into money? It has been a challenge to go to Leopards. What must be done in a minute?
Well, quick reaction. I think I'll differ with Zita. Shabana doesn't need a sponsor. With such a magnitude, you don't need a sponsor. All you need is just to organize yourself and get how you're going to earn it. Look at what Simba has done. Before Simba got their sponsors, their fans were their main sponsors. With very good organization, I'm sure that Shabana will finance themselves. My second point is that playing surface. You know, I wonder how we operate in this country. This is a country where a project is done. When somebody else is elected, you come, take away what was done by the previous regime, and you do your own stuff. Ongwae did a very good stadium. Let's not blame Ongwae.
But you see, Arocha...
No, before you go to the stadium, I want you to answer the question. How do you convert that crowd into monetary?
Membership, first of all. Shabana should have a membership drive all over the country and get each member registered through a system that will bring in money, first and foremost. That one will rake them some good amount. And I also advised the management of Shabana that time has come that Shabana should not be paying, fans should not be paying 100 shillings to get into Gusii. You know, soccer is an industry. You cannot pay 100 shillings to watch guys who've been training for the last, for 7 days. We need to have standards, and I'll echo Shitera's sentiments. We have to have standards. You are paying 100 shillings for NSL. Let's move to the next level so that the players can also enjoy that fan base converted into shillings, into their pocket.
Into their pocket.
Sila.
Yes, in 30 seconds, please, so that we move to athletics.
That is a good thing, the signing. You know, when something is happening to you, you attract a lot of things. You know, that is what I was just trying to say. As much as you're saying that you're not agreeing with me, it's when Shabana will start, maybe, you know, they're just in the KPL, losing maybe 1 match, 2 match, or 3 match. You know, there's something that will happen even to the fans. So that's what I'm saying. They should go out and look for sponsors to sustain them. If the ups and downs come, they have someone a backbone that can support them. Not that you'll just be on the fans 24/7. You have to go out and look for sponsors.
And finally, let's shift gears to athletics. And at the weekend, of course, Athletics Kenya picked Team Kenya to the World Championships. And of course, our very own poster boy, Ferdinand Omanyala, will headline that squad of 57 athletes. Let's take a look. Zita, what do you think Omanyala, of course, going to represent us in 100 meters? He clocked 9.86, and of course, Faith Kipyegon will be doubling up in both 5,000 meters and 1,500 meters.
It's time for Omanyala to go and break all the records. I'm still waiting for him even to break the Usain Bolt record. So for me, it's kudos for him, and good job for him qualifying for the next marathon. Even for the Faith Kipyegon, kudos for her. I know she can even break what is already there. So for me, let them go out and break all the records that are there. Good luck for them. And thank you so much for the Athletic Kenya for giving opportunity to each and every person who is into this, because that is how we bring up the upcoming talent. Giving opportunity to everyone. It's an open place. Come and do what you can do so that we can select you to the next level. So that is a kudos for them.
And Shitera, we are having the names on screen. These are the men and women going to fly Kenya's flag in Budapest, Hungary. And actually, I managed to talk to Omanyala. I was at the venue, and he said, guys, I'm going to get gold. And once I win that gold, I'm coming to Sporty Monday to display it there. He won gold in Commonwealth. Do you think he can make it 2 out of 2 in this competition?
Actually, he can make it, because tracking Omanyala and his performance, I would say that this is one person that has been consistent. Consistency has been his key application. And in my view, I believe we are taking to Budapest a very, very strong team that will bring so much glory than ever before. Look at Faith Kipyegon, another discovery. No one knew that she could do 5,000, that she could do 1,500. And I even challenge her. She can do 10,000 and try and extend that dominance in places that we have been suffering more. But for Manyala, I agree with him 100%. He will bring us gold. A sentiment that I'm sure Arocho will concur.
Yes, I know we are colleagues. So
he will concur. Let's see if he concurs.
I'll concur. My only challenge is 3,000 meter steeplechase. Abraham Kibiwot and team, I'm challenging them. Look at the fact that in 2003, Kemboi got the silver medal in the very championship, and then moved to the Olympic Games in Athens, where we won 1, 2, 3. I'm challenging them that it seems that the 3,000 meter steeplechase has been slipping off our grip.
Even the 800 meters.
Yes. So I'm challenging Abraham Kibiwot once again and team, the guys who are picked in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. I want us to go back where we belong. 1, 2, and 3. For Manyala, that one is obvious. My colleague, we had a talk just before he performed, and he told me that Arocho, I'm bringing you gold. I'm bringing you gold.
Actually, we're going to have Fadi Omanyala right on this set once he returns from Budapest. That's a promise he made to me at the weekend, and I'm sure he's watching. So we wish Team Kenya all the very best. And ladies and gentlemen, before we sample the feedback in 30 seconds each, maybe as a devil, David De Gea leaving Manchester United.
A big mistake. A very big mistake. Look at the fact that there are only 3 keepers that have kept clean sheets in big matches and many matches. That is, he's the third. I think I'm just...
But where a big mistake is offered 12 years of service.
No, but we are bringing in Onana, and I believe that he's a good goalkeeper. But there are games that De Gea was playing against the opponents.
Single-handedly.
Single-handedly.
So whose mistake? Is it De Gea or the club?
Me, I think the mistake was his pay. You know, he's earning a lot of money. I think that's where the difference come in. And they had to release him.
Is it now that you are realizing that he's...
Arocho,
we are trying to bring down the wage bill.
Arocho should understand that De Gea is the only player who was still there during the Fergie's time, and I think the coach who is there is trying to sweep away everything so that he can start from the beginning.
In a minute, 30 seconds, basically.
A big mistake.
Between not that, but basically.
I wanted to
PSG telling Kylian Mbappe, you either sign or quit, but you want to go for free.
I agree with PSG because Mbappe was PSG's investment. So how do I not get a return from an investment? So I think players nowadays are becoming cheeky, that you can make an agreement with your prospective buyer and try to steal from your employer. It's the same thing that Lukaku is doing with Inter Milan. Lukaku was being offered in the Saudi Arabian League. He refused. Little did we know that he's having some secret plans with the Inter Milan. So those are the things that I'm saying. When Arocho is employed, you owe it to your employer. Other tricks that you might bring around are not welcome.
Mbappe,
is it as in 5 seconds? In 5 seconds, should Partey stay at Arsenal or go to Saudi Arabia?
Mbappe should stay at Arsenal because they need the depth. So he should stay at the Arsenal, and he's been there. And alikuwa ukuta hapo nyuma for the most of the time. Partey.
Okay.
But
and then I want to say something. I want to say something about Mbappe kidogo. He's in Cameroon, I think, talking to the
time is up.
But
the director is on my neck.
But at the end of it, nani alimpea kiburi? The contract that he was given ndio ilimpea kiburi. Even like the leadership unapea mtoto mdogo akuwe captain wa France akiwa mdogo hivyo. Hiyo ndio kiburi yako nayo. Let's wish that the gods in Cameroon watamsaidia.
Okay. Partey.
Where?
Stay at Arsenal. But now to the question of the day. We'd asked you to give us your thoughts on the Pamoja bid by Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. at Citizen TV Kenya, hashtag Daybreak, SMS 22422. Let's sample some of your feedback. Yeah, there goes a gentleman by the name from Marakwet, Chamaliz from Marakwet, and to believe it is 2025 is so near for the government to fix the stadia issues. Only Kasarani might qualify, but the way our government is working, it's hard. Labda sisi wanaspoti tuende maandamano. That is from Chemaiz. Next. Let the government give tenders to big companies, such as the ones that build the expressway. We are wasting funds in doing repairs and maintenance. Let's build world-class tusisahau. No AFCON to be played in East Africa. I'm sorry, no will from government of Kenya. Their double speak revealed again in sport. That's from Peter Sang. And Nixon from Mombasa, you're saying it's a big shame that Kenya has no standard ground to host international soccer than Tanzania. This shows how Kenya is corrupt. Yeah, that's the final thought. Of course, those are your feedback over the AFCON bid, which Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania are jointly hoping to bid in 2027. Of course, we'll be on top of this story and keep you informed and engaged. This is Sporty Monday. As always, my name is Isaac Swiller. We thank you for keeping us company. Let's do this again, same place, same time next week. Of course, Citizen TV, the #1 television network in East and Central Africa. Bye-bye for us.